One more spot up for grabs on Championship Sunday. Who will it be? Patrick Kawka and Jack Foster squaring off in our second semifinal to see who will advance to take on Armand Bhatia. We talked about the power of Bhatia and Hayworth. Same situation with Kawka and Foster. Kawka with perhaps a little more than Foster. But guys, this one, do not sleep on this matchup.
No, absolutely not. And you have PK, Patrick Kawka right there. And I was keeping an eye out on Kafka's quarterfinal match where he was playing Max Green. And you want to talk about firepower? The two of them, Max Green, I'm calling the professor. That guy can rip a ball. And
the two of them playing some great pickleball as of late.
He knocked out Will Howells in the round of 16, and then he had a battle with Patrick Kawka. But Kawka coming out on top and was watching both of those guys just drop bombs was incredible.
So the one thing is, before we note on Foster, the 23-year-old from Vero Beach, you've got a chance to see Kawka in action today. And as Chad has noted, with Kawka, it can either be dialed in or it can be wild. And there's really no middle ground between the two. Today sounds like it's a dialed-in day.
It was totally different. Watching him play against Max Green, and you're thinking, like, this could get away from PK quickly, and it didn't. He just matched Green's power with controlled power. And he just found lines, found spots, and Kawka did a great job and was really impressed with how he was playing.
So if Kawka is playing with that controlled power, Chad, how does Foster neutralize that to play his game?
Well, I mean, one of the things that Foster relies on is the big serve and also the big forehand. If Foster can get that big serve into the body of Kawka, it gives him the ability to kind of run around that backhand, do whatever he wants to do with the forehand. If Kawka can read that serve from Foster, or fight that return and find the backhand, Foster's doing better with the two-hand backhand, but it's still not quite there. So the key for Foster is that he really has to be dialed in with the serve.
A couple of battles in the bottom half of the bracket in terms of the quarterfinals. Both went to 3. Kawka dropping the opening game to Max Green 15-3. That is a shocking score.
It is, but it isn't, right? We just haven't seen much of Max Green. Once we see more of him, we're going to understand that. I got to spend some time with Max in West Virginia after New York. He came to a tournament with us in West Virginia and spent some time with him, watched him play, practiced with him a little bit. That kid can play, and he's going to be a force to be reckoned with. But Kawka, again, answered. He won games 2 and 3. It was a great job by him. So this is two totally contrasting styles here.
Meanwhile, Foster topping Ryler DeHart in 3 games. He took the third 15-12 as Kawka opening up, went down the line just wide.
That's the type of style you're going to see from Foster right there. Not really aggressive on the return, relies on getting up to the kitchen line, taking control with some solid volleys.
So a little out of control to start is Kawka.
I think Kawka, he was way out in front of it. He thought that it was going to be hit harder.
Missed third there from Foster. And Chad, where is Jack Foster in terms of his health? He's been battling some nagging knee issues, rolled the ankle prior to Cincinnati. Where is he now?
Still some issues with the knee. He actually came in.
You sure it's not with the eyes?
That may have been right there.
Wow.
He actually came in a couple of days earlier just so he could kind of work out some of that stiffness after sitting on the plane. So, it's nagging a little bit, but when the adrenaline's flowing, you wouldn't even realize it out on the court.
3-2.
Put away by PK. That was a well-constructed point.
Yeah, great job from Kawka, and again, able to get that overhead, put that ball away. He's not going to miss that many times. PK, Bobby Oshiro, get a timeout here early from Jack Foster. And again, it's that ankle right there. And, you know, Chad, you mentioned it, and we just talked about it with Max Green. And Jack and Amanda also came to West Virginia with us for that tournament, and we spent a lot of time there. And, you know, Jack was an incredible, I want to call ambassador for the sport while we were there. He played singles. He wasn't feeling 100%. And you're talking about a lot of local pros in the West Virginia kind of Commonwealth area. He played against. He, you know, kind of laughed and joked and did a great job being a good pickleball ambassador for the sport. And it was great to see Jack in that light that weekend and what he did. And then in mixed doubles, him and Amanda played together, which they don't play much together.
That is always a tough ass to play with your significant other.
Jack was about to say, I might be done with this. Amanda looks at him and goes, you're playing. And then they end up coming playing all the way back to bronze.
I mean, how concerning is it, if at all, to see Foster take this early timeout and try to flex out the ankle?
Well, it's actually, that was the knee right there. He's trying to, the issue with, it's caught right there on the crossover. The issue with
right
the meniscus surgery that Foster had, right? You go in, you get to clean up.
Foster watches in frustration as that ball falls in for a point for Kawka.
The cleanup doesn't fully repair the cause of why the meniscus was torn initially, right? So the more that you work on it, the more you grind, you see how much Foster slides in the court and stuff. You're still going to get some of that fraying eventually, and then it just it feels like you got sand in that knee joint.
Kawka misses the easy, well, I shouldn't say easy, misses what he wanted to go cross court with.
I'll try to do just a little too much with it right there, unfortunately.
4-6.
Miss serve.
Side out, point 7.
And Foster's such a physical player in terms of his style, almost to his detriment.
7-4.
Very much like Rafa Nadal was for all those years. And missed the return there.
When you're hurting and you play that physical, it's so tough.
But it's also really difficult to change your style when that has been your style forever.
Yeah. Foster is far from. PK looking for the tweener right there. Nice volley from Foster, catching the line. Foster is very, very far from the finesse player. He's quite the extreme side of the spectrum right there. Just a little wide there from Foster.
Missed return.
Good serve there from Kawka. Getting that deep, getting it into the body of Foster.
10-5.
ATP from Kawka, everything going his way.
So I can't even see the court right there, but from the look on Foster's face, I knew it was him.
You and I are blinded by the line, but all you and I did was look at Jack. You know.
Foster trying to cut it perhaps a bit too fine as Kawka continues to pad the lead. It's now 7 here in game number 1.
4-5.
Missed return. The lead continues to grow.
Yeah, a little bit of frustration there from Foster. Tries to go a little bit bigger on that return.
Sabers the return, comes in and just sabers it, attacks it off the bounce. So something's got to work here.
6-13.
Catches it off the edge guard, and it brings up a game point for Patrick Kawka.
14-6.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
dirty.
A little mixer right there from Foster. Steps in, inside out, little push.
Looked a lot more like doubles play. You typically don't see that type of play around the net in singles.
Oh,
My goodness.
Kawka
Covering the kitchen line.
Just incredible right there, coverage from Kawka. Again, he's feeling it today.
14-7.
Missed return. Game one goes to Kawka thanks to a mix of power and precision. He is one game away from booking his ticket to Championship Sunday.
People play pickleball for exercise, competition, or to hang out with friends. What your reason is doesn't matter to Gamma. What matters is that you play, that you enjoy playing with passion, and you have so much fun you can't wait to play again. At Gamma, we offer paddles perfect for all levels, including yours. Because pickleball is about you, the player, and what feels right. Pickleball is your game. Make Gamma your paddle. Play to live, live to play. Gamma Pickleball.
16 years from today, Greg Gerstner will finally land the perfect cannonball. Unsuspecting friends? Check. Epic water displacement? Big check. A work of art that's only possible because Greg is already meeting all these same people at AARP volunteer and community events. They'll keep Greg active, involved, and mischievous, and help make sure his happiness lives as long as he does. That's why the younger you are, the more you need AARP.
See you, hun. Dad, let's fix that knee.
I'll make an appointment.
For more natural feel and a faster recovery, we're going to use Rosa Robotics and Persona, the personalized knee.
Remember your exercises, Dad. Looking like yourself again.
Feeling like it too.
Are you ready to meet your grandpa?
At QVC, this is the age of possibility. It's you in bloom. Express your style. Be your bold self. Make your next move at QVC. This is the age of possibility. Shop now at QVC.com.
The APP is sponsored by Owl Paddle. Quiet the competition.
Charles Smith Wines, the official wine of the APP Tour. And Hotel Planner, the official hotel booking supplier partner of the APP.
Patrick Kawka taking the opening game 15-7. Thanks to rallies like this, it's our Gana Live to Play rally of the match.
Yeah, and these aren't bad shots from Jack Foster. Patrick Kawka just all over the kitchen line right there, and an exclamation point on that final volley.
And Chad, you called it earlier in the day. You said that Kawka is dangerous when he is dialed in. Both of those proving true in the opening game.
Yeah, he knocked out my dark horse and Max Green. I've had that one, and he took out Will Howells, but then ran into a very hot Kawka.
Ooh, just deep. I think Foster thought that was going much deeper off the paddle.
Committed to the call.
Yeah.
The dive before Kawka could
The shovel. Just scoop it.
2-0. Point.
Missed return there from Kawka. And this is where also, Chad, the conditions on each side do come into play a little bit.
Yeah, wind now behind Foster. Got a little extra on that serve.
Oh, wow. That ball moved so much.
Yelling at himself to hit his backhand.
Yeah. Right there, Foster trying to run around that backhand, and
Old habits
the
are
ball
hard to break.
kept on tailing with him.
Foster been working on that backhand for about a year. Just wide.
I was going to say the exact same thing, Dorian.
Really in unison.
But again, but it's that, like I said, old habit's hard to break. He used to always run around that to get to that forehand.
As he misses the return there, and especially in crucial moments. You know, people always say you rise to the level of the occasion. Well, you sink to the level of your training and your comfort. And another missed return. That one off the bottom of the edge guard.
Just noticed.
Well, I will say that Foster has not been training running around that backhand.
I know. That's the full quote. But when you're in pressure moments and you don't have confidence, you revert to your habits that make you comfortable as that one flies long.
Wow. Kawka just, I mean, he's forehands out of the air, just ripping everything right now.
5-3.
Step up backhand, nearly a flamingo at mid-court.
Well,
my goodness.
No reason to let the ball bounce when you can hit the ball that hard, right? Like, why?
6-3.
Oh, that's it. Oh.
A lot closer.
I know. Foster's just walking with it casually.
4-6. Point.
Good deep forehand there from Foster.
As much as it's felt like Kawka has been in control of this match, Foster certainly in this second game. It's in the opening stage. It's just a one-point affair.
That's rally scoring.
5-6.
Keep hanging around.
No lead is safe.
Keep hanging around.
Kawka pulls it wide, and we are level at 6.
Point. 6-6.
Oh, gosh.
Yep. Oh!
I think Kawka was in between. Do I go attack this out of the air or let it bounce? And then by the time he said, I'm going to let it bounce,
That was already
past him.
past him, yeah.
7-6.
Yeah,
Now
that's
it's
an
Foster taking a page out of the book.
excellent drop there from Foster. Gets that ball to bounce. It kicks behind. Kawka opens up that court.
Well, all of a sudden, Jack Foster got a second wind here, right? Doesn't look like he's moving slow at all. Moving quick, hitting good drives, hitting big serves, changing the pace up. He's doing a really good job here in game 2.
Foster forcing Kawka to take a timeout as he's opened up a 2-point lead here in the second game, trying to force a decisive game number 3. Kawka 7 career APP medals, really burst onto the scene in mixed doubles in Sacramento back in 2024, and we have seen his game continue to grow over the last 18 months. Dom, you mentioned Foster catching the second wind as he talking to his corner, Amanda Hendry. Richard Liverneys Jr. sporting a mustache.
That mustache.
Oh, he was on my court earlier. The old Freddie Mercury out there playing pickleball. Like, oh my goodness, with that stash. Just needs to go, man. He had a great match. Him and Ronan Cameron played a tight one, went 3.
First round.
Second
round.
Round of 16. Cameron started to try and drive through Liverneys, and it was not the answer. Fixed it. Played a lot of cat and mouse. Won games 2 and 3. Did a good job.
And then
ran into
Arman Bhatia.
I was really trying to make a clean reference in my head. It just didn't come in time.
Oh, that is a massive return there from Kawka. That's where you go timeout and you're like, hey, I'm coming out and I'm going for everything on this return.
Is that bases loaded? Nowhere to put you. I'm sitting fastball first pitch.
I'm swinging it out of my shoes.
I don't care where it is. I'm swinging at a spot.
Foster compounding the issue with a missed return.
If he hits my bat, it's going.
500 foot.
Yeah. That was Kawka right there.
Oh, just wide. Oh, yeah, good double up there from Foster. Again, all it takes is for Kawka to take one step to the right. Sets it up with the first roll.
That is a...
Oh, it's in. Oh, that was out.
Oh, no. Oh, for Foster. You cannot believe it.
Oh, up at the paddle from Kawka. That looked like it was 3 feet out, and it curls back in and lands in the back corner.
9-10.
No shape on the ball coming off the paddle there.
No, and that's almost like that return is almost as good as a return that pushes Kawka back behind the line.
Yeah.
That little dead ball through transition, knowing that Kafka's going to have to rip it. If he has to rip it, it's going to be hitting up on it.
Yeah. He has to generate all his own pace as well. Well played by Kawka. Back within 1.
10. 10-11.
Foster fighting here, battling.
Oh, another big serve there from Foster. A big return, big serve.
Night and day difference from game 1 to game 2 for Jack Foster. He's within 2 of forcing a third.
Oh.
Yep. Foster all over the court.
Kawka goes,
Scramble.
yeah, great shot.
Excellent sequence there from Foster, opening up that final passing shot down the line.
Push long, and we will go the distance here in our second men's singles semifinal. Kawka and Foster level at 1 game apiece.
Everyone knows standing still doesn't get you where you want to go. It's all about movement and progression, power, strength, innovation, expertise. On the court, off the court, and on the way to the court, you have to expect more out of yourself. And you should expect more of the company who makes your tires. Getting you more miles, traction, and safety is why we get up in the morning. Let's drive forward. Expect more. Fortune Tires.
Now it's not the time to give up, or to give in. I won't allow it. You won't allow it. I mean, the couch doesn't own you. You own you. Am I right? Of course I'm right. You can do this. Well, maybe not this, but you get the idea, right? Don't be a couch potato.
Find a doctor at you'llbeback.com. Arnold says, do it now.
This is pickleball.
It's fun.
It's exhilarating.
It's healthy.
It's how I met my friends.
It's how I met my community.
It's how I met my goals.
It's how I won it all.
Pickleball is for all.
Become a member for free at usapickleball.org.
The APP is sponsored by Move, the official outfitter of the APP Tour staff, and Classic Pickles, official pickle of the APP Tour.
The APP Tour is making its way to Midland out in Michigan for the APP Great Lakes Open. You can register now for the tournament August 13th through the 17th. Fellas, I am looking forward to that one.
Hey, it's tough to beat Michigan in the summertime. Now, if it's the wintertime, yeah, it's debatable.
Yeah,
but
100%.
Midwest in August, it's phenomenal.
We've had a phenomenal matchup here in the second men's singles semifinal. Patrick Kawka won game one 15-7 before Jack Foster took game number two 15-10, but opens the third with a missed return.
If there's good food in Midland, Chad and I will find it. I'll tell you that.
1-0.
You guys prattled on about the food in New York for like 5 months before we went.
Well,
oh yeah, and we hit all of our spots.
Did we lie? Did we lie?
I mean,
No.
you didn't follow us to our spots.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's not our fault.
That's because I had to.
I mean, there was a disappointment. Our dessert place was closed down just for that week.
Oh, off the edge guard again.
Yeah, ball just didn't come up.
Kawka moving his feet a little better here to start game number 3.
2-1.
Kisses the outside of the line with the pass.
The approval of the fans. Oh, ouch.
Just out.
Side out, point 2. Correction. I'll recall the score. 2-3. 2-3.
Oh, and then he missed it. A little frustration there from Foster. Confusion with the score for the referee.
Whoa.
Dangerous return. It sat up and made for an easy put away for Kawka.
Well, what you watch Kawka do here is that ball sits up, but then at the last second, he lets it get to neutral, and then as that ball starts to drop, that's when he starts to hit it, creates more topspin on it.
Missed return for Foster as Kawka has opened up a 6-2 lead, but again, the sides here are important.
That's what I was going to say. Foster needs to find a way just to keep it close here on this end.
Oh, what a
And
pickup.
that's a good start right there. Good volley back behind Kawka. We're definitely seeing, and to start the day, it was kind of like, is that side the better side? But we're definitely seeing it on the side that Kawka is right now with the wind behind.
Oh,
good hustle.
Good hands from Amanda Hendry, the former All-American lacrosse goalie, saving the camera in the corner.
The camera over there. Oh, hey.
Into your living room.
She just saves everything.
I know. Nothing gets by her.
You don't win 3 national championships not saving stuff.
7-3.
Well, at least you know when she has kids, she's not going to fumble anything.
Sure.
Well, Kawka didn't fumble that attempt at all. Rips the winner as he's the first to 8 as we head to the end change.
Now we'll see if that end change, how important it is right here as Foster down 5. Can he make this deficit up?
Conversely, for Kawka moving on to the less favorable side, we saw Foster on the good side on his game number 2 really be able to attack. How does Kawka work with this lead on the bad side, as you will, to maybe trade points? How does he maintain this lead?
I mean, honestly, right now, my focus on this side 100% is the return. He knows that he can score some points on the serve with a big serve as he is. What it's going to come down to is if he can put pressure on with the return, if he can fight off Foster's big serve with the added speed of that wind coming behind it.
Winner of this match will move on to face Armand Bhatia on Championship Sunday. Bhatia getting past Chris Hayworth in straight games In our first men's singles semifinal, Bhatia trying to make it back-to-back golds on the APP Tour.
What Kawka does not need to do here is kind of change anything. Right there, he almost kind of took something off that, right? Rip through it. That's what got him that 8-3 lead.
Another one.
Oh, good
Into the
control there from Foster, pushing Kawka all over the court.
You can see Foster very frustrated, said, "You babied it." We've heard a lot of players today talk about committing to their shots. Ooh, unkind neck cord for Kawka, and Foster back within 3.
Well, the reason being, you need to commit. You need to commit to the acceleration and get the extension through the ball. If at any point you decelerate or you stop extending, now that ball is going to just one. Now that ball is going to fly on you, or it's going to spray. It really has to be, just trust the execution, trust the hands and the acceleration through the ball.
Foster catches the line, and Chad, while you were talking, there was audible frustration on the side of Kawka as well, telling himself to focus.
Yeah, he yelled at himself after that 2 points ago, trying to get back in this, and then the very next point, Foster hits cross-court winner to the forehand side. So a little lack of focus here from Patrick Kawka, allowing Foster right back in this.
I know Kawka is yelling about focus, but is it, in your opinion, his focus, or is Foster stepped up his game a little bit?
Well, again, they've changed ends, and ends have made a difference. You're talking about there's a 5-1 swing since we changed ends. Kafka's only scored 1 point. And so that coming into play, and then saying, okay, don't change anything. Yes, sides have been a factor, but you saw him come out on the first point after they changed ends, and he kind of pushes that forehand wide and said, just hit it, right? Just hit it. If you hit it and you make an aggressive mistake, I'll take that. It's the passive mistakes. We've been coaching for so long, Chad. We talk about that with players. Is I'll take an aggressive mistake.
Absolutely.
But a passive mistake where you're trying to aim it and baby it, those are the ones you can't forgive yourself on. See what Kawka has for an answer here out of this timeout. Still has a 1-point lead.
Beyond making the return, what should the answer be?
He needs to try and find that backhand of Foster. But in this situation here, I would return down the line. Or just get a freebie.
Or just,
Foster missing the return. Oh, good
Couldn't quite get there. And Foster on that side of the court has certainly, and again, they play differently. We've discussed that ad nauseum, but he has been making Kawka move more when the setup has been this way.
Well, a big part of it is he definitely has confidence with that win behind him right now. And perfect example there. He fully commits to that drop right there, gets inside it, accelerates up the back of the ball, gets the drop. But, you're seeing him, because he's able to get that ball deep, and now he's coming up to the kitchen line with confidence. Going into the wind, he wasn't coming up confidently.
Oh, wow. Kawka couldn't make the volley, and Foster takes an 11-10 lead.
Wow, Foster just feeling it right now. 2 great points back to back. He went inside out forehand and then inside in forehand.
Oh, no. Decelerated right there. Just tried to push it down the line.
11-all. Oh, wow.
Foster got back into position, too. He read it right. Oh, just missing that backhand volley.
Whoa,
Hello.
That's pretty right there. For
Big time
Kawka.
winner from PK.
Oh, he was peacocking there, too.
Short and sweet.
As soon as he hit it, he let out the, ooh, I got that one.
And he's only got 2 points separating him from moving on to Championship Sunday. Timeout taken here by Foster. In this situation, would you rather be Foster returning or Kawka serving?
Kawka serving. It's not even a question.
Yeah, that's just, you're reaching here, Torian.
I prefer to return. I don't know why.
No way.
Not right now.
Not a chance.
Not right now. Not with the big serve. If I had as big a serve as Kawka, I want to serve all day.
I tell you what I'm going to do right here.
What?
If I'm Kawka, I'm still going big serve, but I'm going to hit the outside part of the ball. I'm going to kick it out wide.
That way? Like to Foster's backhand?
Oh, actually, he's going to okay, so I'm going inside it. So I forgot with 13.
To get in
I'm
his
going
body?
inside it to find the backhand to get the shorter return. And then, depending on the full commitment of Foster, whether he's coming back hard. If he's coming back hard, I'm going to double up and go back behind him. If not, then I'm going to pull it back out wide and we've already started that move.
If I'm Kawka right here, I'm just ripping this.
Oh, wow.
Kawka read it correctly, stepped across, and it's earned him a match point.
Foster had an opportunity here, and Kawka just took off and ripped it.
Match point for Kawka. Oh. What a way to end it. An unfortunate.
A cramp.
I think it's a cramp.
An unfortunate way to end a fantastic semifinal, but Patrick Kawka is moving on to Championship Sunday. We will talk to PK when we come back here at the Zimmer Biomet APP Newport Beach Open.
Introducing Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the APP Tour. They're ultra lightweight and responsive for incredible speed. They have Goodyear rubber outsoles with a specialized pickleball design for increased side-to-side stability and agility. Plus, they feature shock-absorbing foam and Skechers' famous relaxed fit design for incredible comfort game after game. Conquer the court in comfort. Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the APP Tour.
At QVC, this is the age of possibility. It's you in bloom. Express your style. Be your bold self. Make your next move at QVC. This is the age of possibility. Shop now at QVC.com.
What a point here from Jack Foster and Patrick Kawka, and Kawka coming out on top here, Chad.
Yeah, Kawka looked like he was in trouble a little bit in game 3, but the last 4 or 5 points really stepped it up. put the pressure on. Moving on to Championship Sunday, and he's courtside with Dorian Kraft and our Franklin post-match interview.
Patrick, congratulations. Moving on to Championship Sunday, we have seen you play some excellent pickleball over the course of today. Dialed in, that's when you're most dangerous. How did you control your power to allow you to move through the bracket?
Well, I've been training super hard in my singles with my boy Andre. No, actually, I don't play singles ever, so I'm just winging it, you know. I swing. If the ball goes in, things are good. If it goes out, it's a long day.
Well, they were certainly good for you today. You came out strong. You took the opening game. Jack took game number 2. What was the biggest adjustment that you made in game 3?
I was just really trying to stay low on returns because he was serving massive downwind, and I was just always trying to make my way up the mountain there. Once he starts the point with a big serve, it's tough. So I was just like, stay down, get the return through, and see what happens.
You mentioned him serving downwind. Now, we've seen these court play very differently on each side. You built the lead at the end change. He came back there at the end. Mentally, how are you keeping yourself in every point as you get closer to that finish line?
Well, I've got a really expensive baby coming out, so I didn't really have a choice but to fight, and that's honestly what I was thinking about, was the wife and the baby, and we need the cash, so I'm fighting.
Hey, whatever it takes for motivation. And if you didn't know, they're expecting a baby boy. Congratulations on that. Congratulations on the match. We will see you on Championship Sunday. Don't go away. We have more here from Newport Beach.